All right, y'all. Huh? What am I making? The other night, Michelle and her best friend, those two families came for dinner. And I thought, now what kind of dessert? And I started thinking about a strawberry pie. Look, this knife wouldn't cut hot butter. He's got to go to the side until I can sharpen him. But so I said strawberry pie. That's what I'll do. So I am getting these ready to wash. And you want to pick out as many nice ripe strawberries that you can. You know, I kind of like them with none of that white part in them. Because that tells you they're not completely ripe. Let's see. Let me see if I can find some they're all got a little white in them. They're beautiful strawberries. And the flavor has been real good. So you'll want to just cut the stem off, wash them, and then pat them dry. Lay them out on paper towels or something because we don't want there to be a lot of water on them so that our pie we don't want it to be real gooey. So I just wanted to tell y'all about that part of this strawberry pie making. So I recommended a way to hull out the strawberries, and the white part I just really tried to get in there and cut out that white part. See, because that part is not quite ripe yet. And I would have loved for these to be just a little bit riper, but don't do no good for wishes.
Because this is what you're making. You
I know.
So how to hull strawberry.
Yeah. Well, I started telling them when I was over there at the sink washing them. Michelle and Eve and their two families, our daughter Michelle and Eve, her best friend, they came over the other night for a crab ball. And I thought, well, you know, we're gonna need a little dessert, but what would be good? Because all that seafood is so rich. And we had a lot of different forms. We had crab legs, we had fresh whole blue crab, we had shrimp, we had sausage. So it was a rich meal. So I said, you know, I think I'm going to make a strawberry pie. So I didn't have a recipe. I just got in here and started doing, and it turned out to be very good. So I'm going to show y'all what I did, because this is one of those wonderful, easy summer desserts. And when the strawberry season is in, they are so good. So I've got an 8-ounce package of cream cheese that we've softened. And I've got some light brown sugar. And I'm going to do, all right, that's 1 heaping tablespoon. 2 heaping tablespoons. So I'm going to stir this together and see what we've got. I may put more as needed. But to me, cream cheese needs some sugar. Some kind of sugar. And of course, you could use confectionate sugar or you could use white sugar. I just like the idea of having a brown sugar flavor in the pie that I was making. And it turns it that little bit of tan color, which I like. I think I'm going to do, well, let me taste it and see. So that would be three tablespoons of light brown sugar. And I think that will do it. The other day when I made it, I didn't realize it until right now, but I used a dark brown sugar. but either one will work. All right, I'm going to put a little vanilla extract in it. I mean, this pie is so easy to make, y'all, because pies can be tedious. You can't hardly find anybody anymore that makes a good homemade pie. You know, every little town had a restaurant in it that you could go get you a good slice of homemade pie, but that's harder and harder and harder to find these days. All right. So that looks delicious. Now I'm going to spread this on the bottom of my crust. And you'll want to pre-bake. You'll want to pre-bake your crust and allow it to cool, because you wouldn't want to put your cream cheese onto a hot bottom. It would melt it. Now this is the part that it just made it even more better. I put a layer of nuts, and I'm using walnuts instead of pecans. I don't know, I'm a walnut lover. I'm just a nut lover. Just a nut lover. Okay. Now, the strawberry pies, I don't ever remember my mother or my grandmother's making a strawberry pie. Don't remember anybody doing it. And of course, Aunt Peggy didn't make sweets hardly at all. So the only one that I had in my head was Shoney's Big Boy. When Shoney's Big Boy came to Albany, Georgia, and you could go get that strawberry pie, which they were famous for. And what was the other one? It was like chocolate cake with ice cream in the middle and whipped cream and chocolate syrup. I can't remember what that was called. But honey, Albany was happy when Shoney's Big Boy came to town. I don't even know if they're around anymore. But so in my head, that was what strawberry pie looked like. So when you're eating it, you almost need a knife, because I like leaving them whole. But strawberries like this one, it's so big, I'm just going to slice that one in two. So we're just going to pile these up into our pie crust and on top of our cream cheese and nut layer. We really need a few more strawberries. I like it piled up high with the strawberries. So what I was saying, y'all, that makes this pie so easy, you can make a glaze. You can easily make a glaze, but I didn't want to have to go to that trouble. It's like I said, I was making this on the fly. I went to the produce department in the grocery store where they carry this glaze for cheesecakes or strawberry pies. I would say homemade would be probably a little better, but if you're short of time, and all you'd have to do is make a syrup of sugar and water, and you would make a slurry with cornstarch and a little bit of water and red food coloring, and just cook that until it's a nice thick syrup. But look how easy this is, and it's really pretty tasty, especially when you got your different layers of flavors in there. And this is pretty and shiny. Just makes those strawberries just glisten. So this just goes in the refrigerator. And like I said, I will sweeten my whipped cream. I'll take probably a cup and a half of heavy whipping cream and add 1/3 of a cup of sugar to it, and I'll beat it until it's nice and got nice peaks. And I don't put it over the whole pie. I like to dress each piece of pie with the whipped cream right before I serve it, because I don't have to worry about it breaking down or running everywhere. Okay, y'all, it's been a couple of hours since I made the pie. So we're going to cut us a piece. And I'm going to use the same trick. So hopefully I can get that first piece out looking pretty good. You want to go as deep down as you can with your cut into the tinfoil. And that'll help guarantee that you get that bottom part of that crust out. So I'm going to cut a piece about this big. So I'm going to come over here and cut where I want the size of slice that I would like to have, that I would like to cut.
You want me to grab that pan?
Oh no, it's fine. I'm using it to kind of prop things up. I just want to make sure I get it deep down in there. Okay. I think I said earlier, when you have strawberry pie, you almost need a knife and a fork, because the strawberries are whole and it's hard to eat them. Now, if you're going to serve this like right now and you know it's all going to get eaten, I would probably go ahead and frost the whole thing with a whipped cream. But I don't like to do that if I know it's just going to get eaten one piece at the time. Maybe one little piece at the time. Okay, here we go. Come on now, work with me. Cakes are just a lot easier to slice and serve. But look at that. Look at that. Mm-mm-mm. And this is what makes that pie go over the top. Get up there. I got to get me another fork. Unless I'm planning on eating this like Lulu eats her food. All right, so you can see right here, we've got our layer of crust, and we got our layer of cream cheese, and then we got our layer of strawberry and the glaze. This is just a wonderful, that's a big old bite. This is just wonderful for a summer dessert. I'm going to have to make this 2 bites, y'all. I just love it so much. Mike, you want some strawberry pie? He don't eat nothing that I have in this kitchen if it doesn't have a McDonald's label on it. Does he, Eddie? Mm-hmm. It's delicious. So you can make this any way to suit your own taste. You can leave out the cream cheese. You can leave out the nuts and just do the fresh strawberries and top it with the fresh whipped cream. You can do it any way you want to. This is just the way I like my strawberry pie, personally. Love and best dishes, y'all.
Hey y'all, it's Paula Deen. Now, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like it and click the subscribe button as well as the notification bell to be alerted when I post a video. Love and best dishes, y'all.